3 smells where it's just like smelling the guy's breath in the thicket. I could smell his sweat. I don't know, how do you explain it, that duress of the sweat. I could smell his sweat. And I could smell the fear. I could smell his fear. I just, right there when I held his gun to my face. And then I could smell his thoughts. The minute I started shooting with his weapon, I knew exactly what he was thinking and feeling. It's incredible, but it's true.
What was he thinking?
Yeah, so I'm holding him off with an M1 carbine. And they're charging from this side, they're charging from my front left. And all of a sudden the bullets come from my front left as I'm aiming because I only got so much ammo. And as I'm aiming, the bullet goes between 2 fingers on this hand and it goes right through the comb of the rifle and essentially breaks the rifle in 2, although it's just holding together by a couple pieces. And so it's not my day. In the middle of this firefight, one of my people, Ba, he comes running halfway to me and he stands up straight in the firefight. It's just the anguish of his voice. And he says, Hansen, worthily him die. You think about thoughts, and you've done it yourself in combat, and you think, what made me think of that? The first thing that went through my mind is that Ba wanted me to bring him back to life. And I yelled at him, I said, what do you want me to do about it? Like, can't make him come back alive. Bob Garcia runs over and he says, where's Ken? Where's Ken? And I said, he's dead. I just sent him out. Then Bob and I are from here to your wall apart. And he gets on the radio and he looks at me for confirmation. I want it right on me and I want it right now. And he says, it's too close. He says, you'll be killed. He says, I want it right now. That's an order. He looks at me. That's okay with you? Yes, because we're about to be dead anyway. I just don't want you to worry about, what you might have heard. But I said I had to kill a man last night. I just have one question. Why did it take you 2 shots? And then it was pretty evident right off the bat that there were high-ranking Chinese NBA type people, and they had a huge satchel. Langley could look at the pants and say, well, the cotton was grown over here and on down the line. They could do a thorough thing. We took samples of hair, everything. You take his health, everything. And then we looked in the satchel. In the satchel, I think they said 200 pages of top secret orders and so forth.
Wow.
The siege at Ben Het had just finished. And then there was a location of 2 underground factories in the Cu Chi tunnel system and the coordinates of how this guy could find them to give them their awards. And then there was one underground field hospital in the Cu Chi tunnel system and how to find them. So we had all of that. The enemy is still around. You can't kill them all. And I hear yelling for me. And Bob Garcia and the other Vietnamese are already hooked up. And they say, Hansen, come on, come on. I thought they were dead because I was hearing nothing at all. And so I got on the RT-10 radio, the survival radio, which you probably have yourself. And that interval of time, I was the only one left on the ground. And I got on the radio. All I know is that when I push that button, every aircraft in Southeast Asia is going to hear it. And so I push that button and I say, is anybody out there?
When you said you could smell his thoughts
Yes.
before you killed him with his own weapon.
I can flush a toilet.
Yes. Damn. 727.
Fuck!
0.03
Whooped my ass.
Not by much.
No, yeah, but
I
you
was lucky
had a miss and a follow-up
0.03
shot.
seconds. Keep looking.
769.
Are y'all ready?
Yep.